Hi, everyone. Short Girl Picker here. This is our first debut of the Short Girl Flipper channel. And this is the channel where I will go over all the things that sold. And it'll be the things that sold from Friday morning up until about 3 o'clock today, Sunday. So I haven't shipped any of those items yet. You'll get to actually see the items. I will go over and tell you how much I spent on the items, what they sold for, and what the potential profit is on that. I also wanted to let everybody know this will be a once a week live show. It'll be Sundays at 4 p.m. Eastern. 4 p.m. Eastern time, and it'll always be the Friday through Sunday sales, just to give you a quick glimpse of how many items go out and how I manage it. It is starting to rain. In case you hear the raindrops behind me, I am in the garage. I decided it was easier to do this in the garage because this is where I ship my items. So I already have the items already sitting here. So that's why we're going to do this out in the garage. I also wanted to thank everyone that has made purchases. I realized that lately I've seen a lot of viewer purchases. I don't always recognize your names on eBay as far as how they relate to YouTube, but once in a while someone will send me a message or make a comment and I'll know that you bought something. So thank you for that. I really do appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying your items. So I'm going to go ahead and I think I'll go ahead and get started. So some of you will be able to watch this later at your own convenience if you're not here live. So if you are, come and say hi. I wanted to start with my April sales. So I had for April, I'm just going to give you an overview of my April. I had 247 sales with a total of 249 items that went out. What that meant is some of the orders might have had more than one item. So that explains April. So my gross sales for April were $8,516.73. Of that amount, I had $401 worth of refunds. Refunds happen, it doesn't fit. If something got damaged or they've changed their minds and they have to ship it back at their own expense. And that is expensible to me, down the road. So, refunds are just part of this business. Also, the expenses, fees, and shipping that I spent for the month of April are going to be somewhere around $3,448. My cost of goods. This is important. This really gives you an idea of what I spent buying these items. My cost of goods was $1,305. So that gives you an idea of how much money I spent to buy the items. Also, my YouTube earnings. I just started YouTube in August, and so this has been just a roller coaster for me, and I am enjoying every second of it. I'll even include my YouTube earnings for the month of April. So my YouTube earnings for the month of April were $1,013. That's what YouTube paid me. The AdSense paid me for my videos. So my expenses and my pre-tax expenses, $4,375. When I talk about like those expenses, what those expenses are, those are my shipping materials, that's my gas, that's my storage unit, that's my internet. Some of the things that people don't necessarily realize go along with these businesses. There are expenses, and I have to pay the taxes on these items. So that gives you an overall idea of what my April looks like. Now, it's not always going to be the same amount. It does. It fluctuates. eBay fluctuates. There will be slow periods and there will be, busy periods. Everyone in eBay talks about the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter is extremely busy. I was putting out a lot of merchandise. I was listing a lot of merchandise. I was shipping a lot of merchandise. So, it does fluctuate. So maybe from week to week, you may see fluctuations, and that's normal. You just kind of have to keep going with it. So I did talk about that. So also my average cost of goods, and I actually have all this written down, is $5.24. That's what an average is for me. My average net sale was $28.56, and my average shipping was $7.35. So those things also go, give you an idea of how it works out. I do work a lot in averages. I find that to be the best way, because, you might have $100 sale, but you also might have $10 sales, and that's part of the business too. And yes, that is the rain. The building's not coming down. That's just the rain deciding to hit hard. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start with the items that sold, and I will give you a oh, Carl, it says the chat is disconnected. Is the chat supposed to be disconnected? Carl, this says the chat is disconnected.
Are you still streaming live?
Yeah, I am. I just don't know. See, people can see it up there. Sorry, I was just telling him because I wasn't sure if we had lost some internet power or not. So I just wanted him to let me know if that was, going on or not. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to spend a minute. I don't see anything. So yeah, we're trying to figure out if the chat's working.
Just type something.
Okay, so we're just checking on that because I am streaming from the garage, and
you just can't see it.
And this wasn't set up until today for this, so we just wanted to give it a quick little test. Oh, okay. So I'm not able to see it, but you know what? I've got my phone right here. Hi, Donna. Okay, so I can see it on my phone, but I can't see it on the screen for some reason. We'll have to figure that out later. Okay, yes, I am seeing it now. So yes, I do see you, and I know that Donna's there. Hi, Donna. All right, so I'm gonna spend a minute going through some of the items that sold. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you, Donna. She made me a nice comment, and I appreciate that. And here I am with my shoes. So I'm going to start with the first item that sold. This was a pair of Chacos. The Chacos, after fees, the Chacos, after eBay took their fees out, people don't realize eBay get a lot. They take fees. They also take promotional fees. So there's a few things that they take out. So this, after all the fees, sold for $25.46. My cost of goods for these was $3. So my potential profit is $22.46 less the shipping cost. Obviously, because I'm holding the item up, I have no idea how much the shipping is because I haven't shipped it. So when I say, $22.46, I also have to subtract my shipping from it. The average shipping for something like this is usually about $7.35 in case.
That's your average for everything.
Yeah, for everything. So just to give you an idea, these have not been shipped, so I don't have a shipping cost for them yet. So I'm going to start and just hand these off. I'll go over the next item. Okay, so my next item is my next item is really cute. This is a Bath and Body Works piece. This is the little mouse candle holder. I buy a lot of their stuff. Bath and Body Works stuff has become very collectible, especially if it's a Harry Slatkin. So I do buy a lot of this stuff. So this little guy, after fees, sold for $19.91. My cost of goods, if you remember, you saw this in one of my garage sale lots. I paid $1 for this. So the amount that my potential profit would be $18.91. Obviously, minus the shipping. So I still have to ship it. So that's that guy. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and grab the next piece. Okay, this was Carl and I picked this up over the weekend. This is I gotta see what this is called. This is an angle grinder. You can tell Carl bought this, but this is an angle grinder. Okay, so I paid $5 for this. My potential profit is my after fees, $36.41. And my potential profit is $31.41 less the shipping. So there you go. All right, next item. My next item, this is cute. This is one of those from my $10 purse lot that I got from my friend's consignment store. This is the Kipling bag. So after fees, $21.98. The cost of goods on this was $10. Okay, so potential profit is $11.98. I still have to ship it, so whatever the shipping is, it's going to be less the shipping. So there you go. That's my Kipling bag. The next item is the sequence game. Okay, after fees, this sold for $16.95. Cost of goods, I just bought this at a garage sale, was $1. My potential profit is $15.95 less the shipping on this. And there's that one. Oh, this is a good one. So this is my next item. This is actually a good one. This came from my friend Tom, who cleans out storage units. Beautiful bag in very good condition. After fees, it was sold for $41.41. That's after eBay took all their fees out. So $41.41. Cost of goods was $5 on this. Potential profit was $36.41 less the amount I pay to ship this item. So there you go. Nice Coach purse. The next one, oh, this is a really cute one too. This is a Kate Spade. It's like a rose gold shimmer wallet. I know I paid $4 for this item. After the fees, $25.85 was what I made on this. Less the shipping, my potential profit is $21.85 minus the shipping on this. So this will probably cost $4 or $5 to ship it. So probably about $15 profit on this little guy. All right, my next item is these are soft women's shoes, kind of like a clog shoe. After fees, $19.04. I paid $4 for these. I want to say these were a checked item. So after all the fees, $15.04 is my profit, less my shipping. So that's checked. Oh, checked is the Children's Hospital of King's Daughters. I know they're not everywhere, but we have them in Virginia. Those are the ones when you see me diving in those shoe bins, that's checked. So that's these. Okay. The next one that I picked up was one of these models. This is, I might butcher this. This is a Hasegawa model. So after fees, $17.50. My cost of goods, I paid $3 for this guy. And so my profit would be $14.50, less my shipping cost for this guy. All right, next item. Now, the next item coming, I was surprised that this took as long as it took to sell. This was just an immaculate, beautiful Brighton straw bag. So my after the fees, my profit was $34.39. Cost of goods on this was only $2. So $32.39. It should be what I'll earn less my shipping. But this was a beautiful one, a really nice Brighton bag. Okay, my next item is these. Now, you guys haven't seen the video for these yet because it hasn't come out yet. I picked these up at an estate sale and just within the last couple of days. Okay, these were a shocker. So let me see if I can get you guys a little bit closer in there so you can see these. These are really great. These are made by St. John. Yes, the high-end brand St. John. They are lapel pins, but they also open up. So I guess you could put your pills in there or something like that. You can open them up. I paid $3 a piece for these. I was shocked when I got home. I bought them because I liked them. So when I got those home, those were kind of a shocker. So after fees, I earned $59.81. My cost of goods was $6 on those. My potential profit is $53.81 less my shipping. So those little pins, if those little pins would have been brand new in their boxes with their tags, $120. They were very expensive little pins. You never know what you're going to pick up. Okay, so this next item, I've had this for a while. Yes, Carl is here helping me. So, in case you're wondering where all these items are magically appearing from, it's my Carl. He's being my Vanna White. So he's handing me my items. But Carl, what's that? So
Close it out.
how do I do that? Okay, there it is. Okay, so this is the next item sold. This is a pair of Polo Ralph Lauren painter's jeans. I bought these brand new. Carl and I were on a road trip somewhere. I want to say like in Ohio or something. They took a little while to sell, but they are brand new. So after fees, these sold for $40.40. I paid $2 for this. My potential profit is $38.40 less what I cost to ship these. And these will go in a mailer. So I don't have to necessarily put these in a box. So it'll be a little less expensive to ship these pants. All right. So I know, Donna. They are really pretty, and they actually say Saint John, and at the very bottom they hang there. You know, like I said, when I picked them up, I bought them because I liked them. I didn't recognize the little S and J, and then when I did a search when I got home, I went, oh, so that was a good find.
You can show them that if you want.
Oh, so yeah, here Carl's handing it back to me. So I don't know if you guys can see it. Do you see the little SJ hanging on the bottom down there on the toggle? It might be hard. I don't know if it'll catch it, but yeah, that's that. All right, this next item. Now, you guys know how I like my European dishes. I do. I buy a lot of it. These are Dansk. These are beautiful. This is like a turquoise, heavy, like a stoneware. So I sold 2 of these, and my after fees $46.49. My cost of goods for 2 plates was $4. Potential profit $42.49 less the shipping, and it's 2 of them. I'll have to put in a box. So you know, whatever the shipping is, it'll probably be a little bit more because they're breakable. But you know, I always love my dishes. All right, so my next 2 items actually are things that I picked up just recently. All right, so this is the first one. I picked this up at the same estate sale that I bought the little pins at. This just happened to be in the garage in a DVD bin. I paid $1 for it. I mean, I always buy this stuff. If it's $1, I don't even worry about looking it up. I buy it. These are the easiest things to list, sell, and ship. They just really are. So after fees, my profit is going to be
Tell them what it is.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's Guitar Hero 3 for the Wii, in case you couldn't see that. Legends of Rock. So after fees, $15.81. Cost of goods, $1. Potential profit, $14.81 less the shipping, and these don't cost much to ship. So there you go. The next one is
Tell them you cannot ship these media mail.
and one more thing. You can't ship these media mail. Carl wanted me to remind you about that. So like VHS tapes, DVDs, books, I can send those media mail. It's cheaper to mail them, but you can't do it with these. Even though they look like a DVD, you can't mail these media mail. All right, next item. So I wandered up to this garage sale, and it was all little kid stuff, and I was like, oh boy, you know, we weren't even going to stop. But I got out of the car anyway. I ended up buying 6 vintage Sega Genesis games in their original boxes. Some of them, they're not a lot of money, but once again, when you're paying $1 for something, I bought them all. Don't bother looking them up. Just I'll take them all. So after fees, $25.63 for this little guy. I paid $1. So, profit $24.63, and this will only cost a couple of bucks to ship it. So I always enjoy doing these because they're real quick. Okay, so my next one, this is a good one. This is an international sale. So this is another one of those $10 bags that I got from my friend's store. This is the Rafe, New York. This is the lime green one. It's in beautiful condition. It is going international. I think it's going to England. If I recall, that's what she said to me. After fees, $34.45. My cost of goods was $10. So my potential profit is $24.45 less my shipping. So Rafe, New York, right there.
How does shipping work internationally?
Oh, and one more thing, in case I do ship international. It's really easy. Everything I ship, I'm only responsible for shipping it to eBay's hub in Chicago. At that point, they take care of anything else. They take care of the customs, the duties, the additional, shipping. I only have to ship this to Chicago to the eBay hub. It's really, really easy to do. And if you're a reseller and you haven't branched into that, this is really nice because honestly, these items, and they don't come back. They're not, they don't get returned. It would be too costly. So with my international buyers, they will ask me more questions. Usually I'll get a message from them also. Sometimes, I have to translate the messages, but international sales are really good. And I actually do quite a few of them. So they don't technically get free shipping. They know that, but in some cases they're willing to pay because it's not something that they can get where they live. It's something that they want or collect. I remember I sent a very inexpensive stuffed animal to Australia. It had to have been something he collected or a brand he collected because he had to have paid more for the shipping than he did for the item. So you just never know. International shipping has worked out really well for me.
So free shipping for you.
Yeah.
You pay the shipping to the hub.
Yeah. So I only pay for the shipping to the hub, and then they have to pay the rest. Okay, so here we go. My big Friday yard sale with all of my Arabia Finland. 2 more cups. I have sold so much of that stuff. If I know you guys have just, this is the first video, but I have sold so much of the stuff from that sale. So the person did buy, they bought 2 of these. So after fees, 44.21. Cost of goods was $2 for these little guys because I a dollar a piece. So potential profit is 42.21 less the shipping. They're not very big. They're not much larger than like espresso cups. So they won't cost that much to ship. They're pretty small. So
Are they still online?
those are a good one. All right. So
Are people still online? Did you lose your connection?
no, it's still running live. Carl was just making sure I still have my my connection. So yeah. Okay, so next item. Oh, Carl's handing me the next item. Okay, so these are actually a pair of Lucky shoes. I don't buy a lot of Luckies just because the profit is not always very good on them. After fees, $21.84, and I paid $7 for these. So my potential profit is $14.84, and I still have to pay for shipping on these. So not always a great deal. But keep in mind, as far as being a reseller, during the winter, you don't get a lot of garage sales. So you do have to thrift more at the thrift stores, and it's going to be a little more expensive. So that's just the cost of doing business, during the winter. So there you go. Lucky shoes. All right, the next pair are a pair of LL Beans. These are really cute. Obviously, you can tell they're in really nice condition. After fees, the price for these was $20.46. Cost of goods, these were another one. I bought at a thrift store, so I paid $8 for them. Potential profit is $12.46, and I still have to ship these, so whatever I have to pay for shipping. These may not have been a great buy, but a couple bucks here and there, it all works out in the end. So here is the next item. This is a pair of Alfani sandals. These are actually very cute, and they're in really nice condition. They got a little glimmer to them. I pay so after the fees, $22.27. I paid $1 for these at a yard sale. Potential profit is $21.27 less my shipping. So garage sale season when it starts, and I'm buying shoes for these prices is wonderful. All right. The next ticket item here. Now, those of you who may remember from one of my last video or one of my previous videos how excited I was to find this Tory Burch purse. I did end up after fees. I took an offer on this. After fees, I made $111.32. $8 was my cost of goods. Potential profit on this, yes, $105.32. Less my shipping fees. This was obviously a really good buy, and I was really happy to get it. Oh, hi, Brickback. Okay, he's saying, I don't know. I hope my chat is working, and if it's not, please leave me comments down below. I promise I will get back to everybody and respond. My next item, and I bought a huge lot of these. These came in a set of I want to say 5 or 6. Never been opened. They're adorable. They're a little music box. They play music they play music and it rotates. This is actually a Mr. Christmas piece. After fees, $18.26. My cost of goods was $1.60. Potential profit was $16.66 less my shipping for my little Santa Claus there. All right. My next item is one of my favorite items to buy. I'm sorry it's all wrapped up in here, but this is a Johnny Was dress. This was actually mine. This was actually one of my pieces of clothing. This is a really pretty white Johnny Was long summer dress. So after fees, $48.36. There was no cost of goods. This was mine right out of my closet. And I just have to pay shipping on this. So this will be an easy ship too. All right, next item was the Atlantis Toy and Hobby. This sold for, after fees, $16.87. Cost of goods was $2. So potential profit is $14.87 less my shipping. So there you go, little one. All right, that covers. I have had a couple of more sales come in since 3 o'clock, since Carl went and picked up the rest of the items. So there have been a couple more sales after that. So obviously I don't have them here yet. so I still have some more stuff to go. And as the evening goes on, there will probably be more. So what was my total amount that we're shipping out right now? 24. So my total amount that we're shipping out right now is going to be 24 items. I expect that to go up a little bit by this evening. So, all in all, I do consistently stay pretty busy. And, if you're leaving a comment and I don't see it, please, leave a comment later or, in the feed if the live comment isn't working, and I will get back to you. But thank you. This is my first episode of Short Girl Flipper. We'll make some tweaks. If you have some ideas or anything like that, go ahead, leave them down below. I do read them. Obviously, I respond to almost everyone. So thank you so much for watching. These shows will be every Sunday live at 4 p.m. Carl will make sure the chat is working correctly next week. And I appreciate you watching. Bye for now.